what I can do is just summarize for you quickly that Shackleton had been part of other expeditions, and his idea was to have one that would cross. And the boat gets stuck in the ice flows. And normally, obviously, the ice coalesces during a certain time period, but they thought they would be able to get out. Instead, it gets trapped and at a certain point squeezed and broken into pieces. They salvage what they can. I want to say like 2 or 3 tons worth of supplies. They salvage from there, and they're trying to think, how are we going? Certainly, we can't complete the mission that we've been come down here for, but can we survive now? And so they figure out a way to take one of the rescue boats from the ship, and they get from there to Elephant Island, and then the survivors from there, almost all the men survived. In fact, I think all the men survived. And from there, a lifeboat went to South Georgia Island. And from South Georgia Island, the men had to do an overland trek to the station that was on the island, which was itself its own adventure journey. They were on very little food and water and provisions, and they were just struggling to survive. So they then get that. They try to bring some expeditions back to rescue the men on Elephant Island. Finally, a Chilean captain who was offered a great reward later on, and he turned it down. He just said, I was just doing my job, but he got great fame in Chile. But a Chilean ship comes and rescues everybody. And it's a remarkable story, really full of twists and turns, not in the way that, one day there was a storm and then this thing happened, but just the twists and turns of humans trying to be together and survive a great ordeal.